Look, I understand the sentiment of it's not left versus right. Now I see the light. I got conned, yada, yada, yada. This is not about policy. And that's what you people on the right still don't get. And I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. You voted for a rapist, a pedophile, a felon. You saw January 6th. Officers were beaten while he sat on his fat ass, shitting his diaper, relishing in it, while officers died and spent the holidays the last 5 years without their family. And you went to the voting booth and said, ooh, I'm not going to have tax on tips. Ooh, my overtime won't be taxed. Yeah, I'm voting for that because I'm a selfish prick. That was not a Republican or Democratic thing. That was just being a shitty human being. And you still haven't accepted your lack of morality or decency. I have people in my life, women that were victims of assault that were crying on the phone when he got elected. How could somebody like you, 77 million people, say, I don't care about women. I don't care about dead cops. I don't care about democracy. I don't care about the rule of law. I don't care that he calls women fat and piggy and ugly, grabbing them by the PUSSY, all because I got something out of it because I'm a selfish prick. That is the true separation in this country. I can accept bad policy. I can accept it. I voted for both sides of the aisle. I voted for Harris knowing my taxes would go up because I voted for health care, for minimum wage, for people to get help with their college, to tax the rich, to make housing more affordable. I voted for everybody else knowing that my taxes would go up because I'm not a selfish prick like you people are. You only voted for one person, me, because you don't give a shit about everybody else in this country. And it's ironic that so many of you run around with your gold crosses saying, I love Jesus, love thy neighbor as thyself. You didn't love E. Jean Carroll or the officers on January 6th or the little girls that got molested on Epstein Island or the school shootings. You don't give a shit about anybody except for yourself. So why don't you go shove your gold cross up your ass, and then at some point, if you decide to have a come to Jesus moment and actually have some goddamn decency and morality, why don't you come back to the table with a legitimate conversation and say, I fucked up, I voted for a rapist. Then we can talk. Have a good day.